Alright, Jinx is back. I got some more gameplay from Black Ops. This is one of the new First Strike map packs. It is Domination on Discovery. So far, I've loved this map. I've gotten some really good scores on it. This is one of the better ones. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this little shed, I'm going to call it. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to cover B flag. I'm not going to go jump on it because I've noticed that several of my teammates are already headed up that way. And I'm using the Famas with the dual mag, which as most of you know works just like sleight of hand. And coming up right here, I'm gonna die very quickly, and I'm gonna have to show this to you over again because it was just an awesome tomahawk. Oh, look at that. So we're gonna go back and look at it from his perspective, and I know this is some shitty use of the theater mode, but it was the best I could do. Perfect. I mean, I couldn't leave that out and go back over it. So coming back to some of the gameplay here, I'm using lightweight, hardened, and tactical mask. I'm going to run a little different route from what I ran last time. Instead of going into the shed, I'm going to go into their little building on that side. And you'll see me put a claymore right down there. And that's because if somebody blows that up, then it creates a fissure there where people have to jump over it to get past there, or they fall through it. And it's kind of tricky. I like this aspect of this map, but I've fallen through them a few times. Unlike, you know, getting hit by the auto guns on Berlin Wall, and they're hard to spot sometimes if you don't know to watch out for them. And there are 3 of them in this map. The first one you'll see right where I put the claymore. There's another one on the other side that you'll see a little later, and I'll point out. And there's one that runs right underneath of B. I don't go down that way very much. It doesn't seem very useful to me to have that map there, or that route. Maybe I'll change my opinion on that, but I doubt it. And I'm pushing up on them right here and trying to cover their spawn a little bit. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's just looking at a fucking wall. And that gives me my napalm strike already. And by the way, my kill streaks are 357, spy plane, napalm, and chopper gunner, not chopper gunner, attack helicopter. I always get those mixed up. You see me fail right there, and I'm gonna actually go right back to that spot. It's worked for me really well in the past and in this game. I'm gonna skip the claymore there though because I want to use it up here. And just like in my Berlin Wall gameplay, my team does a really good job of holding these points, and which leaves me free to push up a little bit and do a little bit of kill whoring. And that guy that got me with the tomahawk earlier just failed with it, but got me with the knife right behind it. I should have had that kill, but I ran out of fucking ammo. Oh well, we'll move on. And I'm going to go back to the same spot again. And unlike the original maps, which don't promote camping, I feel that these do promote camping a little bit, and I take advantage of that. And I know everybody was so happy when the original maps are out that, oh, it's harder to camp, it's harder to camp. But that takes away a little bit of the gameplay. I like to feel that I can camp a little bit if I have to, or if I feel it suits the situation. Because like right here, my teammates have both B and C, and so I can push up a little bit and camp towards A, because you don't want to have all 3 points in domination. The ideal situation is to hold 2 of them and have the team spawn trapped by their 1 point. And so when you have that, you can just move forward, camp, and pick off anybody trying to get past you. And that's really how you win a domination game or any objective game. And I'm not going to sit up here forever, but I am going to sit up here until I feel like I've worn out my welcome, you know, until they start really rushing this. And this is some expert shooting. That guy had a sniper rifle trying to pop me off through that window. And then I'm going to get my napalm strike out of it. Or no, not that. I'm going to get it out of this next kill here. And boom. Hardened penetration kills. Ooh, that sounds dirty. And so I'm going to call it my napalm strike, and this is where Tack Mask Tack Mask comes in really handy here. Is that guy threw that up there and would have probably killed me had he known I was up there, but it doesn't. When they've got Tack Mask on, it doesn't show the hit markers like it normally would. And that was a great kill cam for that guy too, because that was some awesome quick scoping there. And so again, I'm gonna run back to that same spot here, but I don't make it. I don't notice this guy that's standing right behind me. And there he is. I'm gonna fast forward through this next part because all I really do is run around and die and not do a whole hell of a lot. I don't even think I shoot at anybody too much. It was just ridiculous. So, and they've called in a chopper, not a chopper gunner. It is an attack helicopter, and it kills me a couple times, and I spend a lot of time trying to stay away from it. But even with their attack helicopter up, my team does a great job of holding C and B still. I'm going to pick up the Stoner because it's just a badass gun. And now you'll see me sitting in this window, and this is another great spot to watch A. It's even better than the spot I was at, actually. You'll see me shooting at somebody that's dead, and then before going into running around some more. And here's this other fisher that you can blow up right here. You can blow that part up, and it actually is 2 parts with a middle section that stays up. So we're coming back to the gameplay where I'm going to finally get some more kills, but the game's pretty much over. We're just slaughtering them. I'm going to get a couple kills with the Stoner. And it's about this time that they're finally starting to sneak up on C and finally trying to get it. And I'll get a couple more kills out of it before the game ends. And I came up here and I was actually listening to footsteps, and there he is. I turned around, got my spy plane, and I'm going to go take an alternate route because I know there's a couple guys back there. And I think there's a guy running across the top beam, which is another great way to get across the map. Before we end this, I want to give a shout out to Gigasoft Gaming. Their link will be in the description. They're sponsoring some of my videos. And that'll wrap it up. I went 22-8, top of my team. Come on by my channel if you're not already there. Subscribe if you like me, and click that like button if you like it because it helps me get noticed. Alright, we'll catch you next time.